Up to this point, vision cards have been HP, attack, and magic up, and Fenrir is going to shake things up a bit because he's going to bring a new dynamic to vision cards by adding additional stats beyond those three, including dexterity and agility. Now, this is all based on the JP release. We'll talk about what Fenrir is going to do as an esper and a card, and why he can be really good in both areas, and of course, the rest of the news as well. My name is Norgoz. Let's get started. This is the news. Welcome back to the House of Ghosts, lads. Moonlit Fang Fenrir. We also have a new aesthetic here on the news here. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's very, very nice. You've also got the vision card is going to bring magic attack resistance up for the party. That is a very, very, very good thing to have. You're additionally going to have the bestowed effect of max HP up for yourself. Now, the thing with this card is that I have to actually pull up a second window here for it, is that you're going to get up to 10% HP up, and you're going to get up to 20% magic resistance up, that is. And here's the HP attack, no magic, but adds up to 50 dexterity and 4 agility. So agility on a vision card is very, very nice to have. That's agility that can't be taken away from you if you're, using multiple equipment pieces that has agility on them or something like that. This is completely separate from that. It's a vision card. It has its own slot. It has its own stats and all that good stuff. So that's pretty nice to see. This is all based on what the Japanese version was. Maybe they may make changes to global, but that I don't foresee that happening. Then again, I'm also not a dev either. But moving right along here, the esper form of Fenrir as well is going to be an attacker-based esper, and he's going to have high attack, 94 attack. He's going to have decent dexterity, luck, and respectable agility at 14. His skill tree is going to consist of fire resist, magic resist, wind killer, slashing attack, attack up, and nether beast killer. And I believe this is the first nether beast killer that we're going to have in the game at this point going forward. And so that's something to take into consideration. So nether beast killer is going to effectively be like espers, such as Ifrit from the last Ifrit, whatever. Let's talk about the elephant room. It's Ifrit. Let me know in the comments below what you think. That's what we're talking about. Like in that recent raid, that's what you would have needed if you wanted to get a leg up on getting extra bonus damage from. You ever just record a video and then just hit stop recording in the middle of it instead of closing the window that you were trying to close? Yeah, me neither. So moving right along here, he's got a interesting evocation magic as well. Deals ice damage to targets within range, chance of inflicting paralysis for 3 turns, activates temporary map effects, increases attack, magic, and significantly lowers enemy ice resistance as well. So very interesting stuff there. And I believe, so that's just based on this. However, on with online resources, it actually may also decrease critical chance for the field as well, although that's not listed here. So that's something that might be adjusted, or maybe it's just not listed because it's too long. Unreaching Affection MR card. Now, this is an interesting card because it raises your max HP for yourself. Also, make note that the party ability and bestowed effects have flipped. Okay, those of you that are watching this long after this change was made, it's not going to matter to you. You may be confused by what I'm about to tell you. When the game first came out, bestowed effects was on top, party ability at the bottom, and now they're flipped. They're flipped. Now they're ones on one that I don't know why that is exactly, but they made that design decision. So moving right along here. Wind attack up, max HP up. This could be a good alternative to the Tetrasilva card if you have yet to pull her. That could be a good option for you. You only get 8% HP up, and you do only get 20 wind attack as opposed to the 35 wind attack you get for the group for the Tetrasilva card. So as you can see, again, notice the placement of the unit versus party effect. I don't know if that's been changed in the JP side as well, or if it's something that was just done in global. I'm not really sure, but it does seem like it was a design choice. So based on the way that the news has got it ordered. So but yeah, you're going to get a decent amount of HP on the card, some good attack and magic as well. 91 attack and 89 magic. I don't know why they didn't just bump that magic up a couple of points, just make it the same. I don't know about you, but it starts out the same, doesn't end the same. 22, goes up 91, 89. One of these things just doesn't belong here. I'm going to make sure I don't hit the stop recording button this time. Goodness gracious. So we're gonna be flying through the news today. I do respect your guys' time. I'm trying to shorten this up a little bit better. We'll have the Beast Den updated with the Fenrir challenge quest and all that good stuff. Weekly campaigns. The 6-month anniversary continues. Arena campaign. Of course, we're going to have some new login bonuses. Take a look at that. Do not miss out on these Rainbow Vision spheres. I, for one, need these spheres to finally finish up Mediana, get her fully maxed out so I can get her TMR. I think that's going to match well with some of the party compositions that I'm looking to throw together. So, very, very good stuff there. Although I don't really typically care too much about Magic users personally. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. Arena campaign after battle earned double the arena medals here for this is not starting yet. They usually give us a week of heads up on this. So this is going to start 10-5, going to go through 10-11. So not this week, but next week. So keep in mind on these dates. New chapter and Ifrit challenge quest. This is really interesting. I mentioned the Rune Blade in the last video. I believe I did anyway. And we're going to finally be getting that. So Rune Blade is Stern's two-handed weapon. And we're going to get some new story chapters as well. This is something I always welcome. Again, I always say we're going to get more resources with this. If you're not doing your story quests, find the time during an event that, you know, you have some downtime in or something like that. Find a way to get these done because you're giving up on so many resources by not doing it. Especially if you're a newer player. If you challenge a quest, get the Rune Blade, a greatsword. Now, this is going to give you some slashing resistance up. Not slashing attack up, but slashing resistance up on this two-handed greatsword. So it's going to be a very nice, maybe a very nice addition to your kits for various heroes that can use these two-handed weapons. So the Rune Blade itself is going to be equipable by Soldier, Knight of Grandshelt, and Knight of Ruin Stern. I had to actually pull it up myself and double check. I was thinking it was only 2, but it is all 3 of them. So Soldier, Super Stern, and then the Knight of Grandshelt. So that's going to be quite nice. So if you wanted to try and make Rain into a little bit more of a physical tanky build, then you may have an option of doing that with that. So here's the thing. There was some compensation that was issued that I want to bring up. We got 25 growth eggs, SR for the Enhance a Vision card daily mission. They don't explain what it was. That I can find here. Basically, here's what it was. The issue was if you tried to enhance it, you got nothing. If you got a level up for the Vision card, that's when you completed the daily quest. So I was very much looking forward to the Enhance a Vision card. I talked about this last week, so I'm very, very, very happy about it. But they don't describe what exactly it is. So anyway, moving forward here, I think that this should have been a little bit more compensation. I am sure that many players used more than just 25 SR growth eggs. I don't know that it would have to be the same number in MR growth eggs. However, I think 25 is not quite as much as I imagine some people used, unless you had a lower end vision card that you utilized to get the level up on. Just some things that, just some feedback, I guess, for the dev team. Not necessarily saying you got to, I'm not asking just for free stuff, but if it's compensation and, take into consideration, I think this was here for a couple of days before it got fixed. So, all right, moving right along here. I believe that covers the majority of what we wanted to go over here. So Android 11 have been addressed in the version 2.0.1 update. There were some issues. There's going to be some present in everybody's box to compensate. I didn't see anything here about the iOS, however. That's just about it. We do have a summon for you guys. I got a summon for you. Yes, I should have said that in the beginning. Summon. Let's go. I got a summon for you all. Today is the last day of the 7-day summon. So it was unit card, unit card, unit card. And today is the final day. It is the unit. So let's take a look and see what we get. And of course, what are you guys going for? What did you guys get in your 7-day summons? Yesterday, my vision card was Diablos, which I was very excited to get. There are so many different usages for that card for dark slashing attackers in the game. So that's a really big meta that we're going to have in the game multiple different times. So very much looking forward to that. Also, Kane is coming, and I plan on I would like to do a review about him at some point. I don't know if I'll ever get around to it, but I do want Kane. and he is looking very, very interesting. He is the Dragoon that I want. I haven't cared about Dragoons. Victoria, I was mildly interested in, but Kane definitely wanted to get him. So let's see. So again, we're looking for Venera. We're looking for Kilfei. We're looking for Ildira. I don't think actually Ildira's on here. I'm not sure that actually Kilfei is either. Maybe speaking about things I can't get. Venera we should be able to get, though. Rain shards. Okay, I'll take it. I'm actually building up Rain right now. That'll get him a little bit of a leg up on getting to LB4. So I have him at LB3. I'm actually very much enjoying Rain. I know that some players had said that they were disappointed with him, that he didn't live up to the hype, but I have to say that I'm very, very, very pleased with him. I do like having a magic-based slashing attacker. I am not really a big fan of mages. I don't care for mages. I never really have in fantasy games. I'm always about kind of like the swordsman, the sword, sword, axe wielders and whatnot. So having all the abilities in this game allows us to utilize, ranged attacks that, may or may not be AoE that are fun and rewarding to use. So, and he's got, he's got chains, he's got magic chains. So he's got a lot of good things going for him, so I'm very happy to have him. He's at 79. He's not, I think I still got a couple of job levels to get on him. But I got the Crimson Saber. It's all maxed out and everything. So very happy to have all those things. All right, guys, let me know again. What are your thoughts on are you going to be going for this Rune Blade? It is 8% slashing resistance at +5. I didn't actually pull it up here. I guess I can pull it up here just at a quick glance. You're still going to have some really good stats, but it's just not going to have the plus slashing attack. So you're going to have 200 to attack. I believe that's the assault, and then the aim, and then the crit version. So that's you can get a lot of accuracy on there. You get a respectable amount of accuracy and crit on the crit version as well. But I think that's going to have quite a bit of stats on it. But yeah, you've got a lot of good stuff going with this weapon, and it is going to be very specific for certain units. But it's going to have its place in the world, and I'm happy to see that to see some resistances being put onto weapons now. I'm very, very interested in having those on weapons as opposed to just having the attack. So glad to have those in global now. And that's going to just about do it for me, guys. My name is Norgoz. I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, also, how many of you guys have been playing Genshin Impact? Because I got a hold of that yesterday. Having a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments. Thank you. Take care.